Okay, hello guys. I'm gonna be doing Neuvillette's storyline today. Whoa. Okay, here we go. What's the best way to get there? Let's try here. My friend Nikki, she told me to check out Neuvillette's storyline because you really get into his head apparently. So it'll be really cool. And also I have to do it because there's this event on at the moment. Here, I'll show you. It's like a fungi event just for rewards and stuff. But I can't progress it's this one. But I can't progress it because the location is like being used by Neuvillette's storyline, so I need to do the storyline first before I can progress the event. So that's like a big reason that I'm doing it right now.
I never thought I'd see him here.
But it's good. Okay, here we go. Oh, before I forget, I already started the first part of this.
The weather's amazing today.
We were talking to Neuvillette in his office, and he said, let's go check out some kind of situation, and we're like coming with him as well, apparently.
Kiara.
Kiara.
Huh? Monsieur Neuvillette! And you are? Oh, I remember! You're the Traveler and Paimon! I've heard about you. Aww, she's adorable! Hey there, it's nice to meet you. Thanks for the compliment. Is there anything I can do for you?
I heard from Sidine that you received a threatening letter.
Ooh.
A threatening letter? Oh, right! I remember now.
Oh, she seems pretty chill about it.
The letter fell through the crack in my door as I was heading out this morning.
Oh.
It said something about catching me, so I thought someone wanted to play hide and seek.
That's why she's so chill about it. She doesn't know what it's about.
But Sidine told me it was a threatening letter, and that I could be in danger. But that's not gonna happen with everyone looking after me, right?
Well, I hope not.
Have you run into any suspicious-looking people recently?
Suspicious-looking people? What counts as suspicious?
She's so like happy-go-lucky. I love it. Someone who follows you from behind. Let's try that one.
Ah! Did you think of something? Nope. I don't remember meeting anyone like that.
Why did she say "oh" then?
Do you still have the letter with you? I want you to show me what it says.
Oh, let's see. Found it.
That was quick. Do I have to read
Now
it?
then. Get lost. If you don't leave the Maréchaussée Phantom, I will come and catch you in person. Don't say I didn't warn you.
Wow.
Someone's
watching it. Is it Charlotte?
Neither the handwriting nor the content itself reveals anything about the writer's intentions.
Are they concealing their identity on purpose?
We can't rule out that possibility. Since you can't think of anyone suspicious, I will be heading back to the Palais Mermonia to review some official documents. Kiara, you should come with us. It's safer if you stay close by.
Stay in the party. Oh, if you're with Neuvillette, you're like the safest person around.
Sure! Wait, no. I still have a case to work on. I promised Alof that I'd check on her.
Don't leave us. I feel like if she just separates for us for a second, something bad's gonna happen.
But you are being watched right now. Going off on your own could be dangerous.
Can we follow her?
And that's where we come in to help. We'll stay with Kiara and make sure she's safe.
Nice.
With us around, anyone scheming to hurt Kiara can forget about it.
Wow, go Paimon.
Thank you, Traveler. Big Sis Paimon.
Big Sis Paimon. I said that, and then that's what the Traveler said too.
Don't worry, your Big Sis Paimon is super strong.
All right, let us go our separate ways for now. Please take care of Kiara.
I just want to say, you know the song that's playing in the background? I love it so much because of the Fontaine Archon quest, especially Act 5. It just has so much meaning. Whenever I hear it, I feel like emotions. It's so nice.
We'll take her to a lost place right away. See you around. So, Kiara, how old are you? Let me think. 1, 2, 10? I can't remember.
I like how she's skipping.
But I remember coming to the Court of Fontaine with Carol and Neuvillette. That must have been a long time ago.
Wow, she's pretty old then.
Carol?
So you're 400 years old.
Paimon, be a big sister to you!
Facts.
My
Hey,
memory isn't that good. But Carol told me I could address others based on how I feel about them. Paimon feels a lot more grown up than me, so
wow.
you're a big sis.
That's so cool.
Paimon sees.
I wanted to...
Hey, Traveler, did you hear that?
Someone took a photo. It's Charlotte, right? It has to be Charlotte. Who else takes photos? I was just gonna say, I wanted to switch to Mia anyway, but then when I switched her, I thought she's like a happy-go-lucky character too, so there's two of them. Anyway, keep going.
Strange. Paimon felt like someone was following us.
Yeah, I heard a camera.
Kiara, you're here. Huh? Wait, aren't these two?
Yep, we're famous.
Oh, they're the Traveler and Big Sis Paimon.
I
Big Sis
thought
Paimon.
so. What brings you here?
We're on a secret mission. We're protecting Kiara.
Did you run into any trouble?
It's not really trouble anymore with us around.
True, true.
May I begin inspecting the store as planned?
Of course. Go ahead.
She skips everywhere. So melazines can be different colors, yeah? I know they can be blue.
No hazards detected. You've cleared the inspection. Seems like the criminal from that case last month never set foot in here at all. That was quick. What were you inspecting? I took a look around the shop. Neuvillette says that us melazines have special eyes that can see things people can't. Things like bloodstains. No matter how hard you try to clean them up,
Wow.
we melazines can see their residual stains for some time.
That's
Pretty cool, huh?
incredible. Wow, very cool.
All right, all right. Now that you're done inspecting, can we have a chat? Hear me out. I'm planning to release an outfit for children next month and wanted to hire you as my model. Is that okay with you?
Of course! Is there anything I need to do?
Please wait a moment while I take your measurements. The sample should be a perfect fit.
Seems like they get along really well. Huh? What are you looking at?
I think there's someone over there. Is it little fungi?
Is there really
And a
someone
garden
watching us? Shh! Let's sneak over and take a look.
Are we literally gonna sneak? Charlotte!
Strange. Why isn't he back yet?
Gotcha! Charlotte, what are you doing here? Oh, wait, don't tell Paimon you're the one who sent Kiara that threatening letter. But you don't seem like the type to...
Threat letter? What threat letter?
She's onto a story now. What are you doing here exactly?
This is starting to feel like an interrogation. Okay, I'll be straight with you. I don't know the slightest thing about that threat letter you mentioned. I only wanted to follow Monsieur Neuvillette and request an interview with him.
You want to interview him?
She wants to interview everyone.
That's right. I'm not the only one, you know. Interviewing him is every journalist's
I can
dream.
imagine.
But it's not an easy task to accomplish. The Palais Mermonia rarely accepts appointment requests from us, and we never have the chance to interrupt when the court's in session. So imagine how surprised I was seeing him out on the streets today. It seemed like you were investigating something too. The perfect opportunity to whip up an exclusive, don't you think?
Yes.
Of course, I'll make sure to turn in my manuscript to him for review. I have my principles, and I'd never publish an article without the consent of all parties involved.
Very good. She's awesome. It's better if we kept this a secret. Really?
Yeah, we're doing a secret investigation that can't be made public knowledge.
Okay.
I see. Well, if you say so, I guess I'll put this matter aside for now. Oh, what a shame. Chances like this don't come by very often, you know. In exchange, would you tell me what the threat letter is about? I swear I won't tell.
She's really good at bargaining.
All right then.
You tell Charlotte about the letter Kiara received.
What? Someone's targeting a cute little melazine.
Why?
Shh, not so loud.
Good point. Normally it's Paimon that has to shut up.
Interview with Kiara. Last month, in fact. It was well received by our readers, so I was planning to continue the series. And now someone's coming after
I wonder
her.
if it's after they read the article.
I'll ask my colleagues about it. Who knows? We might find something. And don't worry, I know what I'm doing. This secret's safe with me. But I gotta warn you, even if I keep my lips sealed, others will know eventually.
Why?
People care a great deal about Monsieur Neuvillette's each and every move. Some may have already realized that something was up. Besides, the case involves Millazines, so... Anyway, I'll get going now. Watch yourselves, alright?
Well, that was a nice chat. Let's head back and check on Kiara.
What do you think? The design looks pretty good, huh?
I think it's great.
Huh.
Clorant!
Pretty indeed.
I love Clorant.
Clorant, what are you doing here? It seems that you just showed up out of nowhere.
Yep.
As I passed by the Palais Mermonia, I heard that Neuvillette was investigating a case with you. Technically speaking, he and I are under an employer-employee relationship. It didn't feel right to have my employer personally take on such trivial cases. I happened to have some time at the moment, and came to take a look. I sometimes have my clothes custom-made at this boutique, in any case, so we always have a lot to talk about.
Neuvillette sure is lucky to have someone like you.
Yep.
Leave this to me. You should go meet up with Neuvillette.
Oh yeah, she's safe with Clorant. Clorant's tough.
Okay then, we'll leave Kiara in your hands.
The champion
Come on,
duelist.
let's go find Neuvillette.
Okay. Yeah, she's in good hands. Neuvillette. See, right now I don't know where this is going and how this affects Neuvillette's storyline, but I know there'll be a payoff at the end. Like with Baiju's story quest, it was amazing, and it didn't really. It just came together right at the end, and you're like, whoa. I was like, whoa. So good. And my friend Nikki ended up doing too after I told her to check it out, and she was like, wow, so deep. It's a really good quest. And after this I want to do Yoimiya's one. I heard that's really good as well. Elevator music? So glad I pulled for her. Ah, she's so fun to use. Oops. I thought it was Yolan for a moment for some reason. I was like, let's sprint now. Fungi are not.
Take it easy.
Neuvillette.
Oh, you're back. Is everything all right?
We
Mm-hmm.
ran into Clorant. She offered to help us protect Kiara.
That is good to hear. I trust her abilities. It looks like Kiara is in good hands.
That's what I thought too.
We thought so too. Well, did you find any leads?
I've been looking over the case records, specifically inspection reports submitted by Kiara and major cases I've judged over the past decade.
Wow, over the past decade he looked over.
I've come up with two plans. On one hand, I could start with Kiara and track down the group behind all this step by step. On the other, I could also analyze the conflicting interests of these major cases and confirm my suspicions if there is indeed a mysterious group that bears a grudge against me.
They both sound like pretty solid plans, but can you really finish browsing through all these documents? That's a lot of reading even for Paimon.
Don't worry. I'm a fast reader when it comes to official documents.
Wow.
After all, I have several hundred years of reviewing under my belt.
I'm sure he's very good at reading.
We'll help you read through them. We have nothing else to do.
Why would you? I don't want to read through legal documents.
Thank you. I will continue looking through the ones piled up on the desk, but feel free to browse through anything else in this room.
No, I don't want to. Just give me the summary. Oh my god, are we gonna read about everything? Ah! Oh. The defendant Risley has confessed his crimes and was declared guilty by Ludex Neuvillette. Risley will be exiled to the fortress of Meripede, where he will be serving his sentence. Whoa, I think I vaguely remember hearing about that. During the trial, Neuvillette remained silent for a long time. About the bribery case. There has been severe bribery scandal within the guards. The Special Security and Surveillance Patrol has investigated the case. All suspects involved have been arrested. The suspects have confessed to their crimes. It's pretty easy actually. I thought it'd be pages and pages of stuff. About the Representative Council's proposal. What? Why am I suddenly getting sleepy? It's not because I'm reading these documents, is it? The Representative Council has filed a request to collaborate with the Marechal. The Marechal. I heard them say it before. The Marechal. Marechal Phantom on certain public events. Based on research, they believe that the Melusines can enhance the popularity of these events. The Marechal Phantom has yet to respond. However, it has not prohibited the Melusines from participating in such activities. About the smuggling case. The smuggling case was solved by the joint forces of the Guards and Marechal Phantom. The principal offenders have received judgment based on the severity of their crimes. Please refer to the appendix for the list of names. Okay. I assume we talk to Neuvillette now? No?
You're done reading already? Please wait a moment, I still need some time.
What do we do now? Review the official documents. About the Spina di Rosula. Callus, boss of the Spina di Rosula, was defeated in the duel and died of serious injuries. The defense of his honor has now come to a close. The defendant did not raise any objections throughout the trial. Ludex Neuvillette reserved judgment in this case. Its details are still under investigation. Okay, he didn't judge it. Wow. That's Navia's dad. Navia's dad.
Have you made any progress?
In the quest, yes. I read the
We skipped through some of them, but there wasn't anything useful.
It's very interesting things though.
Oh, there are so many documents lying around. Just how many cases have you handled?
A lot.
I would love to answer that question, but the truth is I've never made a precise calculation myself. If memory serves me right, there should be at least 100,000 cases.
Wow.
The documents you see are just a small fraction of what's really there.
And he loves it.
Whoa, that's a lot. Looks like the work of a Chief Justice isn't easy at all.
I didn't think it would be easy.
That might be how it seems from another's perspective, but trials and official duties are, to me, simply routine.
It's a good way to look at it.
There are many documents here. Take a break if you are tired.
I am a little sleepy, but now let's carry on.
You read Paimon's mind.
All right, let us take a break then.
Okay. All of us? Me too? I don't know why I'm sleepy. I thought this was the same place Farina talked to those fans. Is this awkward silence? If I had my phone, I'd be playing Genshin.
Even though resting is a part of taking a break, shouldn't we at least talk about something? All this silence is making Paimon feel really awkward.
Please pardon my lack of consideration. People rarely come to the Palais Mermonia for matters outside of work. To be quite honest, I am not sure what we should do.
Oh, that's so cute. Doesn't know how to be
Would you
human.
like to have some drinks, perhaps? You must be thirsty after all that work.
Oh, is he gonna drink water?
Ooh, drinks!
It's gonna be water, right? Is he gonna get some water?
Paimon wonders what Neuvillette likes to drink.
Because I've seen,
Oh, maybe he's a fan of really fancy wines.
I've seen a lot of memes and he's like drinking water all the time.
He seems like the type of person who'd own an entire winery. You know, like D-Luke. What's inside these glasses? It looks just like water.
An astute observation. It is indeed water.
I love it. I love it. I love it. I love it. That's just what he drinks.
So it's just plain old water?
The Hydra Archon.
What did you think it was?
Since you're the Chief Justice and all, Paimon thought you'd prefer something more sophisticated.
He went to get water.
This water is indeed very special. It would not be an overstatement to call it sophisticated.
Don't make him mad. His favorite drink. Don't knock it.
I believe you've already tried Fonta. In fact, there are many other drink factories in Fontaine, including those that specialize in packaging pure drinking water. Said water is sourced from all across Tevat, including Mondstadt's Cider Lake, Liyue's Chintsa Village, and Inazuma's Konda Village.
He's so into this.
Here is one of their latest products. Water from Sumeru's Apam Woods.
Okay. Is there any difference? They're all just water, aren't they? No! Water tastes different depending on where you get it from. Like, honestly. You can tell. I can usually tell. There is a
If I were
difference.
to comment on their mouthfeel, the waters of Cider Lake warm the heart. The waters of Chintsa Village have a poignant touch, while one might call the waters of Konda Village placid.
Wow. He's a connoisseur.
Distinct differences exist between the waters of each area. You will appreciate their intricacies once you taste them carefully.
Yeah, we're treading on thin ice here. Don't offend him.
Really? Let Paimon try!
I reckon Paimon won't be able to tell. Why do I get this feeling? I really think she'll just say it's water.
What do you think?
Nope. Paimon couldn't taste any difference at all. Isn't this just normal water?
How regrettable. It seems like you still have a long way to go in refining your tastes.
Disappointment. Disappointment.
Hey, this doesn't have to do with refining our taste. Paimon's pretty sure most ordinary people can't tell the difference. How did you do it anyway?
He's the Hydra Archon.
Oh, could it be because you're the Hydro Dragon?
That could be the case.
We are allowed to bring that up, right? Since no one else is around? Oh, Paimon's been wanting to ask this for ages. If you're the Hydro Dragon, why would you become Chief Justice in human
Because
society?
Farina asked her. No, Focalor got organized it. Somehow behind the scenes.
Sorry. Paimon was just curious. You don't have to answer.
There's nothing to hide. I was simply organizing my thoughts.
Ah.
I accepted this position because I wanted to seek out answers to questions that have perplexed me.
Wow.
Questions? Are there really things you can't figure out?
Many, in fact. But the one question that puzzles me the most concerns my own existence.
Wow.
In essence, I neither know why I was born in this form, nor do I understand where my long life should take me.
Wow.
I lost many memories from the moment I was born. The primordial sea, for example. I can only vaguely recall its connection to me, but I am unaware of what that connection is exactly.
Is there anyone who can answer these questions?
Perhaps the elemental dragons of other nations may have some form of an answer.
Ah.
However, they are scattered across all of Teyvat. Abruptly visiting could very well pose an unpredictable risk.
I think Natlan has some dragons, but they're like humans or something. Right?
True. Some of them have very unique personalities, too.
I have been holding on to these unanswered questions for a long time. But there is one thing I've discovered along the way. My emotions easily resonate with those of others. Even I don't have the slightest idea what they mean. My guess would be that there are at least some similarities between humans and myself. By observing their behavior, perhaps I could one day understand the meaning of my existence.
It's pretty cool.
Have you made any progress then?
Perhaps, but I find such progress difficult to describe. As an outsider, chances to engage in meaningful interactions with others are few and far between. That's why I'm quite thankful for this chat. Such opportunities are rare. Alas, time is limited. We should move on with our investigation.
Are we gonna continue reading these documents? Paimon's getting dizzy already.
I wasn't able to find any leads even after browsing through most of the documents. But while we were on the topic of water a moment ago, another idea came to me.
Water? Do you mean...
The Fountain of Lucine?
That's right. The Fountain of Lucine is where all of Fontaine's waters converge. It is the vessel of countless memories and emotions. If there really were an organization attempting to use Melusines against me, they should also hold an intense resentment towards me. Perhaps we'll be able to find some new leads by sensing the hydro element within the fountain.
Huh. Why didn't Paimon think of that? Come on, let's go take a look.
Perhaps we should go. There shouldn't be too many people near the Fountain of Lucine during the evening.
Okay, quest done. XP books. Huh? Where's my new quest? No, I don't want to pick up a quest. Oh, we should just go to the fountain. But I'm just surprised that there was no, like, thing leading. I'm lost. I'm so lost. Can I just teleport? The fountain is here, right? No. I remember you can walk here. Oh, it's over here. Oh, I think teleporting is the fastest way. I was gonna run there, but no, that would take ages. Yeah, I'm just confused why there's no, like, quest that started immediately. In the evening, do we have to change to evening? I think we have to. Oh. Why did it go?
Who else deserves to take the stage more than Lady
I
Farina?
prefer magic, personally.
This is definitely evening, right? Okay, I'm confused now. See, we have to go talk to someone. No. Do I have to just talk to people? Oh, oh no. Oh no. Oh no. The quest cannot go because probably the event quest is in a spot where it is. I'm gonna have to stop it and continue later. I'm doing the Neuvillette quest because I couldn't do the event quest. Now I can't do Neuvillette's quest because of the event quest. Am I gonna have to go back and forth between the two of them? Anyway, I want to stop this recording and I'll splice these. I'll join these videos together later. See you guys later. I'm just gonna do the event quest first. Hello guys, I'm back. I finished the I finished the event thing with the fungi. I got all the rewards pretty much, most of it, and now we're back, and hopefully we won't be interrupted again. Let's continue on this. Okay, where are we going? Where are we going? Oh, okay, easy. Back on. Oh, I'm right here. I don't know if I need to teleport, even though it's free. Let's go. Anyway, yeah, I did the whole fungi thing, and then I had to do another quest like with involving some camera as well. So hopefully there aren't any more quests that
I probably shouldn't disturb them.
that don't require the same location. Hopefully we can finish this story quest. Here we go.
Looks like we got lucky today. There's hardly anyone around.
What should we do next? Oh, Traveler, can you still hear the voices from the fountain?
Not really.
Perhaps leave the investigation to me. I need you to take a few steps back and keep a safe distance.
Okay, you know what you're doing.
A safe distance? Neuvillette, what exactly are you?
He didn't even wait for us to move back. He just did it. Well, that's on us because he did tell us to move back. What are you doing? What's he doing? He just did his ultimate. What happened? As the fountain of Lycine lights up, a wave of dizziness washes over you. What just happened? Everything looks a little different now than they are normally. I should continue forward and take a look around. This is so cool! Oh my god. I love it. It's like we're in a memory. This is so cool. Oh my god. I love it. Wow, it's like we've gone in like the past. So cool. I'm really happy that I'm finally getting my traveler to 90. He's currently 87.
Thank you for bringing us here, Monsieur Neuvillette. The Court of Fontaine is truly incredible. There's so many things I've never seen or heard before.
I understand your excitement, but there's no need to thank me. Although I have responded to your wishes, it was not without personal interest. Melusine's special sight make them especially suited for joining the Maréchaussée Phantom. I'm certain you'll become an indispensable part of Fontaine's detective force.
He wanted him to join the detective force.
I know, but I'm really glad to be of help.
Carol.
Not only can I repay you for your kindness, but also, it feels like my life has become a lot more meaningful.
Oh, hopefully nothing happens to her. Please, hopefully nothing happens to her. You know what's funny? They mentioned Carol like earlier on in the quest, and it was just a name at the time. But now when you see her and you see her talking and stuff, it just makes the character more. I have more of an attachment to them.
But a meaningful life also comes with its risks.
It's definitely the safest to just stay in the village, but I want to see the outside world nonetheless.
I think something's gonna happen to her.
In truth, I've never really understood the purpose of my existence, or what I'm capable of contributing to this.
That's kind of like Neuvillette himself, right? He just wants to know the purpose of why he was, right?
For almost 20 years, we've stayed in our village without finding any answers.
That's a long time.
That's why we wanted to leave our village and look for the meaning of our existence elsewhere.
Even though she knew the risks leaving the village too, though, doesn't she? See the eye movements? It's just so nice. Like it adds so much detail.
I understand your confusion. In fact, I feel the same way.
That's what I thought too.
I too came here for an answer to my questions about my own existence.
That's a nice one. So that's partly why he came.
Really? Could you tell us what we should do to fit in as you did?
He's still learning as well.
The truth is, many people threw rocks at us today and told us to go back to our village.
Oh,
It hurt a lot when they hit me in the head. And I
that's
tried
so
really
sad.
hard not to cry.
That's so sad. And actually, this kind of stuff, because this kind of stuff happens in real life too. Like yeah.
Logically speaking, both time
Definitely in
and
the past.
effort are essential when different species attempt to peacefully coexist. It will be a difficult road ahead, with countless obstacles to overcome.
It's true. Like I have clients who they're Greek, and when they first came to Australia, they were saying that like it was pretty hard for them, like as well. When they came, very, very hard for them. They weren't really accepted at the start.
Different identities and ways of thinking all
sometimes
contribute to
treated quite
strengthening
badly.
the barrier between one another. Removing it will be no easy feat. There aren't many suggestions I can share, because just like you, I haven't fully integrated into this society. Despite my social status, I am still an outsider.
Oh, I see. Let's all do our best then. I'm confident that we'll find the meaning of our existence one day.
I believe in you, but you shouldn't lose sight of the difficulties ahead. If you run into any trouble, I suggest that you inform Vautrin, the captain of the Special Security and Surveillance Patrol.
Huh? Is he the person I met in the Palais Marmonia earlier?
Yes? Do you have any concerns?
That stone-faced human. He didn't even bother to look at me when I tried talking to him. It felt like he wasn't interested in anything but work.
He is an earnest man. There will be plenty of opportunities to work together in the future, so please try to get along.
This is beautifully told storytelling. Oh my god. Wow. It's flashing red. Where do I go now? What does the map look like? Oh, you can't. I can't even fly or jump. Isn't it such good storytelling? Like, just the fact that it's like in black and white.
Hello. Can I help with anything?
Thanks, but no need.
He doesn't like her? Oh, this is just a normal guy.
Oh,
Wow.
hello. I'm Carol, a Melusine. Is there anything you need help with?
Get away from here! I'm calling the guards.
Please, calm down. I don't mean to cause any harm.
Hard to say.
Yeah, we should probably stay away from these monsters. Haven't you realized? Strange incidents have been increasing ever since they came.
Damn.
Why should we trust this species from who knows where anyway? I can't believe Neuvillette allowed them into the court of Fontaine just like that.
Exactly. That so-called Chief Justice even granted them official positions. Not only that, but they're now responsible for investigating cases as well. I swear, there's some hidden agenda at play here.
Go away! Quit acting innocent!
Damn, they're really venomous the way they talk.
I'm not leaving. I won't let you say bad stuff about him.
Wow, she's cool.
We joined the Mare Chaussee Phantom and solved lots and lots of cases. We've never done anything wrong.
Solving cases? With Neuvillette in cahoots with you? You could have fabricated it all, and no one would know. So tell me, how can you guarantee that you Melusines aren't involved in anything that occurred recently?
Didn't I tell you before? Don't go advertising if you're not a good talker.
Vautrin?
He's sticking up for her.
Aside from spreading unjustified rumors, if you continue insulting members of the Mare Chaussee Phantom, the Special Security and Surveillance Patrol has every right to subject you to interrogation.
I like him.
There have indeed been an increase in cases recently, perhaps due to the shifting currents of conspiracy, and I understand your concern. However, there's been no evidence pointing towards Melusines being involved.
Even the captain of the security patrol is on their side. Neuvillette's newly reformed police force is already corrupt to the core.
How can two completely different species possibly coexist?
You heard that?
Yeah. I don't understand. Why won't anyone believe us?
Damn.
There have been rumors saying that you were born from calamity, and that you inherently bring danger to those around you.
It's a rumor.
There are countless negative rumors about you floating around in Fontaine. It's near impossible for you to become a
It makes
part of
sense
this
why
society.
the other Melusine got the letter now.
Best if you give up before it's too late.
Monsieur Neuvillette said that we needed to put both time and effort in. I don't know how long it'll take, but I can at least try making my best effort.
You know what it would usually take? Like, it's the kids of these generations will be like getting along much better than the earlier ones. Just from...
I still want to try a little harder. Thank you for bailing me out earlier. Okay, I won't be taking any more of your time. I painted a lot of flyers last night, so I have to stay and hand them out to everyone.
She's really awesome. Hopefully nothing happens to her. Oh my god.
You're not gonna take them away, right?
We'll hand them out together. The faster we get this done, the sooner we can head back.
I like him a lot. This game is so good.
Monsieur Neuvillette, what's this?
Medals of Peace, awarded to you and Vautrin.
Yay.
Thank you for your continued dedication in the past 5 years.
Wow, it's been
You've
5
taken
years.
one small step forward in helping Melusines gain the trust of humans.
Oh, is it for Vautrin?
I think I'll pass.
He doesn't even want it. He doesn't care about these things.
Hey, don't say that. We wouldn't have made it this far without you. It won't be long before Melusines begin living peacefully with the humans. The thought of it makes me happy.
Yay.
Don't keep your hopes up. We've barely scratched the surface. There's still a long way to go before that dream of yours comes true.
You blockhead! Don't ruin the mood!
Vautrin brings up a good point. The trust humans have placed in you is still very fragile. Any small incident could undermine the hard work you've put in. Please be on your guard for the next few days.
Why does it seem so ominous?
Yes, sir.
Okay, got it.
Medal of Peace? Peace isn't going to give us back what's rightfully
Damn.
ours.
Are you sure we should do this? We're no match for Neuvillette, even with all our powers combined. What if...
Nah, not gonna happen. As long as he remains in his position, there's no chance he'd take us out personally. There are rules even he must comply with in the political sphere. Unless he wants to become an enemy of Fontaine. So quit worrying and just go ahead with it. I've already planned out the murder. Once we lay the blame on the Melusines as the person who brought them to the court of Fontaine, Neuvillette will be left with no excuse.
Damn, he's gonna murder someone? A human, for sure. A
I
Fontainian.
guess you're right. Ugh. If he just left things the way they were, it never would have come to this. But he's forced our hand. Time to teach him a lesson.
So bad. No. So bad.
Turn the murderer in!
Framed.
Melusines can't be trusted. That goes for Neuvillette too.
Oh damn! I think I heard that in the trailer, or something. I think I remember hearing that somewhere.
Peaceful coexistence? What a joke. Get out of the court of Fontaine and don't ever come back.
Damn. That kind of makes me think of why Kiara is so happy. She just kind of forgets everything in the past.
The results of the investigation are in, Captain Vautrin.
Go on.
There is no direct evidence, but reasonable inference indicates that the ones controlling the situation are supporters of the old regime, whose interests have been undermined by the reform. They tricked Miss Carroll into going to the crime scene and pressed charges against her. After that, they incited panic among the people in order to make Monsieur Neuvillette confess to his mistakes and yield up power. The guards were stopped by the enraged mob and couldn't intervene in time. Miss Carroll chose to sacrifice herself to pacify the situation.
No way. To pacify, she just let them kill her.
And she called me a blockhead. A little investigation would have cleared things up. Why didn't she wait until we'd established the truth? She didn't have to prove her innocence like that.
The situation had rapidly escalated to a physical altercation between infuriated citizens and the guards. Miss Carroll might have thought there was no better plan.
Damn.
That is indeed something she'd do.
Damn.
Captain Vautrin, should I present these results to Monsieur Neuvillette right away?
There's no need. Notify the guards to restrict public access to all information.
Restrict access to... Wait, are you planning to...
There's something I've never told Carol. I had a little sister named Ilaria who passed away when I was very young. She's just like Carol in every possible way. Innocent, kind, always believing the best of people. People like her are the most vulnerable to deception and betrayal. From the moment I met Carol, I knew that she'd be easily manipulated by others. I kept a cold demeanor and tried lecturing her into giving up.
Looks like she was unfazed by that.
Yes. In fact, some of her spirit must have rubbed off on me instead. Because I too began working towards that pie-in-the-sky dream of hers. I should have known. Those cowards don't have the guts to confront Neuvillette. They even avoided causing trouble for me. They were after Carol all along. Can you understand how I feel? Right now, there's only one thought on my mind. Only through bloodshed can their
Damn, is he gonna
be
kill him?
repaid.
Damn. He's out for vengeance.
I understand, but I'm certain Monsieur Neuvillette wouldn't accept that as a solution.
That's why he's not telling him.
That's exactly why we need to keep this a secret. Give me the list of suspects. What happens after this has nothing to do with any of you.
But he should clear the Melusine's name, right? But
I will take responsibility for everything.
Is this going to be okay for the... I mean, obviously we know the Melusines later on are integrated, but... Whoa. Damn. That's so sad about Carol. But she knew what she was doing.
Did you know? They're hearing a major case today, and the criminal is Captain Vautrin of the Special Security and Surveillance Patrol. Apparently, he resorted to personal measures to seek revenge for Carol and settled the score with the group that framed his friend. Hey, why aren't you saying anything?
At least people know that she got framed.
I'm thinking... we should try our best to bail him out when the trial commences.
How?
Bail him out? Why? Shh, keep it down. Haven't you realized? Both Vautrin and Carol are Neuvillette's most trusted subordinates. After everything that happened to Carol, Neuvillette's guaranteed to do everything he can to keep Vautrin around. Besides, now that the old regime has been uprooted, Neuvillette's status is secure as can be. As long as we redirect public opinion, Neuvillette will be able to give Vautrin a reprieve. The benefits are endless.
A raucous commotion.
Vautrin sought vengeance for his friend for a valid cause. This represents the justice he upholds. Please think about it. If the same thing had happened to you, wouldn't you feel the same way he did? Yeah, that's right!
This whole thing started because of those despicable cowards who levied false accusations against Carol. How could Vautrin be declared guilty for seeking revenge?
Monsieur Neuvillette.
Mr. Vautrin is innocent!
He's innocent!
Order! I acknowledge your arguments. Vautrin, your revenge could be seen as a form of justice. I understand your decision, which is why I cannot help but feel regret and even grief about the judgment I must now impose. Personal justice does not equate to justice as defined by the law. To execute your plan for revenge, you abused your authority and conducted informal executions. Your actions have thus violated the law.
That's true.
Therefore, you will be declared guilty.
He knew.
What?
That can't be! Monsieur Neuvillette, please give this a little more thought. He has done so much for Fontaine.
Vautrin, my friend, is there anything else you want to say?
Damn, that's a tough decision.
Neuvillette, what have I done to deserve this? I've closely followed every one of your orders. Can't you see? Everyone in this room believes that I'm innocent. Why can't you just let me off?
I'm surprised that he would react this way. I would have thought that he knew what would happen if he went to kill them.
Is this what justice means to you? Answer me, Neuvillette!
Order. Since there have been no further objections, the Oratrice will now deliver the final verdict regarding the charges against Mr. Vautrin.
First the law. Guilty.
According to the judgment of the Oratrice Mécanique d'Analyse Cardinal, Mr. Vautrin will be declared guilty.
Even we don't like it. Oh no, actually we just got a headache.
Goodbye, Monsieur Neuvillette.
This all happened because of Carol's naive ideas.
How can different species peacefully coexist anyway?
I was actually spacing out myself. I was just thinking, this game really reaches for really high things, doesn't it? Like, with its storytelling, it's really like going really hard. Like,
What's wrong? Are you not feeling well?
what was that?
Apologies, it seems like my memories got the better of me.
Oh, so we accidentally saw his memories.
I tried my best to suppress the power of Hydro within myself, but it seems like it still caused the emotions within the Fountain of Lucine to boil over. Due to my negligence, the overflow of emotions and memories must have affected you as well. Are you alright?
He's very caring, isn't he? And considerate. I'm fine.
The Hydro Dragon is more powerful than Paimon thought. Anyways, the last time we came here, the Traveler only heard voices from the Fountain of Lucine. No emotions boiling over or anything.
It is as you said. This might be because I am different.
He is different.
It is not only the fountain. I can sense emotions from all waters in Fontaine. Rivers, lakes, and even the rain.
Wow.
That sounds awesome!
It could be true though. I've heard that there's been experiments where people have thought different things to water and the crystals or something in the water change shape and form. It's pretty cool.
But I rarely ever do anything like this. Emotions carried by water are always chaotic and disconnected. As an outsider, having my mind occupied with irrelevant memories isn't exactly a pleasant experience.
The memories I saw were related to you.
Which ones?
Oh. From when you brought Carol to the court of Fontaine, to when you declared Voltran guilty.
It's fine. I prefer not to speak of those memories. That does not mean I am deliberately hiding them. It was a coincidence, but perhaps it is a good thing that you saw everything in that form. You should now understand why I believe there to be a conspiracy behind all this. These two cases are much too similar. I felt like I needed to do something.
That's why I had to do something, yeah.
Paimon's starting to lose track of what you're saying.
Did she not? She didn't experience it.
Don't leave Paimon out of the conversation. Paimon wants to help too.
Then let us get back to the point. While I was investigating the fountain, I discovered something strange. I did not sense too much hatred towards me within its accumulated emotions.
Good.
I don't know what caused this to happen, but it seems like there won't be a shortcut to finding the organization that may be pulling the strings here. However, I did find some resentment directed towards Kiara. If I remember correctly, it seemed to be related to a smuggling case.
Yeah, I think that the two voice lines were back to front, or the captions are back to front.
Oh, didn't we read about that in one of the documents?
You've read about it? In that case, the resentment should have come from that incident.
Huh? What are you doing here? I was just about to look for you at the Palais Mermonia.
Navia, nice to see you again. Is there something we can help with?
I've heard some things, but I'm not purposely asking around or anything. Don't worry. Rumors are abroad that someone's scheming against Melusines, and that you're investigating the case. So I told the Spina di Rosula to keep an eye out for leads. We've had unfamiliar faces showing themselves at the Fleuve Cendre lately. Maybe you'll find the suspects among them.
Thank you. Where did you hear about all this?
The Chief Justice out on investigation, accompanied by the Traveler from afar. No matter how you conceal your whereabouts, there will be countless eyes watching you. You talked to Kiara, but didn't ask her to keep things secret. People curious to know asked around for information, then it was only a matter of time before word of the threatening letter spread all across Fontaine.
Wow, everyone knows about it.
So that's what Charlotte meant.
Indeed. I did not expect that this could be kept hidden for too long, but the rumors still spread faster than I imagined.
You know, it could be because you attract more attention than you think.
He does. He really does. He does. Neuvillette does. Neuvillette.
Anyway, any progress with the investigation?
The suspects who threatened Kiara might have to do with a certain smuggling case, but it is still uncertain if there is in fact another party behind all this. We are planning to return to the Palais Mermonia to revisit some details and identify the senders of that threatening letter.
All right, then I'll round up the Spina di Rosula and follow up on their progress. Wait for my word. Ta-ta!
Neuvillette, do you think there'll be any problems now that the word is out?
I have already considered that possibility, and I do not think that there will be any. As a matter of fact, once the word gets out, no one would dare to harm Kiara in broad daylight. What is more important is how the case is perceived by the public. 400 years ago, they chose to side with the old regime and direct their resentment towards the Melusines. I hope the same won't happen again.
400
Let
years
us head
later.
back to the Palais.
I feel like things have improved a lot.
Strange. What are these people doing out on the streets so late at night?
What are they doing?
Did something happen? Let's take a look around.
The music in the background's really nice.
Have you heard? Someone's plotting against a Melusine. This is 100% the truth. Even the Chief Justice is investigating in person.
What? That's it. Who's been threatening Melusines?
Oh, I love it. Isn't it so nice how far they've come? Makes me very happy for some reason.
Our enemies are lurking in the shadows and won't easily reveal themselves. But no amount of hiding will keep us from finding them.
That's exactly what I wanted to say. The guards have already begun to take action. We can't just stand by and watch.
I love it. It makes me feel very happy.
Think about how much we owe them. Now that they're in danger, how can we just sit back and do nothing?
Everyone, please stay alert to your surroundings from now on. If you see any suspicious persons, report them to the guards immediately.
I like these
It
shots.
feels like you've been following me this whole time. Did something happen?
They're just protecting her?
We were informed that.
Nope. We just finished our shifts and happened to be strolling by.
Have you had dinner yet? Why don't we check out the new items at the dessert shop together?
Oh, they're so cute.
This isn't a good time to be out and about.
Oh.
Come on, don't act tough. I bet you're hungry too.
All right, let's go buy a cake or something.
You shouldn't ever skip meals, especially if you have another shift scheduled for later.
I can't skip.
I heard even Neuvillette's keeping an eye on the situation. This is the perfect chance to get promoted. We gotta make sure we give it all we've got.
Seriously? Were you planning to shirk your duties if Neuvillette wasn't involved?
Relax, I was just playing. We've worked together for years now. If something happened to them, I'd be haunted by regret for the rest of my life.
Damn, I like it.
That's more like it. We should stand guard until the criminal has been caught.
Come and fight me instead, you cowards!
Imagine if Carol could see this.
Have you heard? Even the special patrol came to help.
Shh! Look! Isn't that Neuvillette? I think he's looking at us.
Looks like there's nothing to worry about.
This is truly wonderful.
So, wanna go over and say hi?
To who?
No, I should stay where I am. My appearance could give rise to unnecessary commotion.
True.
Let us stick to our plan and return to the Palais Mermonia. The faster we uncover the truth, the better.
I really love Fontaine. It's been so nice here. All the quests and just... the whole place has been fantastic. I was a little surprised because like we were doing all those cutscenes as Traveler, and then I was Traveler there, but it was just because it was in my party. I was in my party like that. But maybe did it switch to the Traveler suddenly because I have him in my party? Because I wouldn't have left it on Traveler. Interesting. This is for role-playing reasons. But like I was saying, it's kind of cool that I'm leveling him up. So he's like level 87 now. It's pretty decent. That's very decent compared to like 20. So I'm happy that I leveled him up. What? Look for the objective in this area. Huh? Are we gonna read more? We already read about this. The Defendant Rising, yeah. No, we've read this already. What objective? It's here somewhere. I'm gonna just read it. Bribery scandal? There's the This is stuff I've already read. Is there something more? About the smuggling case? What could it be? It's leaving me. What, can I sit down? What? No. Something over there. Something glowing. Oh, what? I don't know what
The
happened.
smuggling case was solved by the joint forces of the guards and the Maréchaussée Phantom.
Morris.
This is the one.
Morris O'Shea. Morris O'Shea.
The list of involved suspects should be... Ah, found it.
What does it say?
The principal offenders Domenico, Inica, Yuna, and others have been caught. They have been sent to the fortress of Meropide following trial. Those with close connections or mutual interests with the offenders but who did not participate in the case will not stand trial. Among them, surveillance of Essin has ceased on account of his good behavior. All other personnel remain on our watch list.
So many names. Is the one who sent that threatening letter to Kiara on the list?
Yes, there is something suspicious about Essin, to be precise. It seems like he's closely related to the core members of the smuggling case, and he moves around without much restriction.
Should we tell Navi about this?
Monsieur Neuvillette, someone claiming to be from the Spina di Rosula just checked in with us. He said, and I quote, "We have located the suspect. They're chatting at the cafe."
Huh? How did Navia find them so quickly? We've only just figured out the suspect's name.
I too am perplexed. The cafe isn't too far from here. We should head over and take a look.
I know that cafe. Shall we walk there? Dendro Traveler. I really like Dendro Traveler. It's really fun to use. I really like him. There's a quicker way. I was gonna run there, but I thought maybe I should just TP. Because that lift is very slow. My colors really would match like leeway wings, don't you reckon? I'll try. Do you reckon? Maybe I didn't have them before when I chose what wings to use. I think it's okay. Kind of matches, right? Like, seamlessly. Although Mondstadt is my favorite city. That looks nice. I'll keep it for now. I have a lot of characters with the blue wings anyway. Azure wings. Actually, maybe I will rock the Mondstadt wings because I like that the best. The city. Anyway. Okay. Oh, these are the suspects.
Hey Navia, we're here! Whoa. Check out all these people! Hey there, are you Navia's friends too?
These are the people who have had recent dealings at the Maréchaussée Phantom. They're usually hidden in the Fleuve Cendre, but I sent for someone to invite them over.
Invite them over?
Exactly. Now, I heard there's great coffee here, and so I asked them if they'd like to come and have some.
Yeah, it's our pleasure to be guests of the Spina di Rosula.
I've wanted to have a meetup like this for ages.
I'm not convinced.
Something feels off, but oh well. Let's get back to business. Is there anyone called Essin here?
Yes, that's me.
You're Essin?
Yes, monsieur.
He doesn't look
Neuvillette.
like a bad guy.
Did you write that threatening letter to Kiara?
Why did...
I did, but I was just following orders.
Oh, someone told him to do it.
Orders from whom?
Whom?
Dominico.
Good English.
He was my boss. I couldn't disobey his orders.
Dominico.
Dominico. Where is he now?
The fortress of Meropide.
Oh, he's in jail.
Well, I'm afraid even the Spina would have trouble looking into that place. Looks like you'll have to make the trip yourselves.
Gonna see Risley.
You've done more than enough. I am extremely grateful for your help.
Leave the formalities for later. You should find Dominico first. If he really is the one setting up the conspiracy, it'd be best if he's exposed as soon as possible.
All right then, let's head to the fortress right now.
What? Oh no. Oh, I had to finish another one. Oh wait. Suspend current quest? No, continue current quest. Oh my god, we get a choice now. Good. Let's continue this one, of course.
Mind the side effects.
How did I get hurt? Probably during some... Oh, the camera fight, probably. Fortress of Meropide. I'm really glad that they've got that option now to suspend. And can I just teleport here? Duke's office? Teleport. We can go into jail whenever we want. We're welcome back in jail.
It's Monsieur Neuvillette.
Oh, is he gonna meet Risley? Haha.
Welcome to the Fortress of Meropide, dear esteemed guests.
Oh, and a greeting from none other than the Duke himself. Guess we've made a name for ourselves at this place.
This isn't anything new. I figured you had important matters to discuss when the two of you, not to mention the Chief Justice, showed up. Let's assume we've gone through the pleasantries and cut right to the chase.
You tell Risley about the threat.
I do remember a thing or two about Dominico. He once attempted to round up the other inmates and instigate a protest.
He's that type of guy.
I think he is. Paimon hopes nothing came of it.
He once attempted to, I said, meaning that it was over before it even started. And now he's threatening Melazines, isn't he? To be honest, Dominico doesn't seem like much of a conspirator. The fact that the three of you bothered to personally investigate raises a flag. Is there something else going on behind the scenes here?
He's got the same concerns we do.
I am concerned about this incident because something similar has occurred in the past. I wish to meet Dominico in person and have my questions answered.
Doesn't want to repeat the same.
That's an easy one. Let me think. I think he's at...
Did I hear someone say Melazine? What happened?
Sigewin!
A Melazine named Kiara received a threatening letter.
Yeah, and we're investigating. The person who threatened her seems to be imprisoned here.
Really? Is Kiara gonna be okay?
There's no need to worry. Clarande is protecting her as we speak.
Safe. She's in safe hands.
Well, that's great. But if the criminal's still... Is there anything you can do about this?
Ah, head nurse. Do you require me to personally deal with the criminal?
Risley.
Okay, I get it. I'll bring Dominico to you. That's your only demand, correct?
Think of it as more of a humble request. I'm here on my own accord, not to formally transfer a criminal for trial. I urge you to set aside any concerns. Thanks for the trouble. Consider me in your debt.
Whoa! If Paimon were the Duke, Paimon would take this chance to ask for something really important.
Of course, Paimon would.
Well, were I still a criminal, I'd probably ask for a lighter sentence. But I'm sure Monsieur Neuvillette would reject that. But enough jokes. I'll look for Dominico and bring him to you. Make yourselves at home. Our dear head nurse has mentioned you quite a few times, so I'm sure she has a lot to say.
Aw, she loves Neuvillette.
Please come with me to the infirmary. And watch your step. There's some pretty dark areas, so make sure you don't trip over anything.
Oh, there's arrows, huh? that how it works? These yellow lines are the best. Like, I never had any trouble during all the Archon quests because these lines, I just followed them. I don't know my way around this place, but I followed the lines. It's the best. What a time it was doing the Archon quest, especially towards the end.
To Neuvillette?
Now that I think about it, I can leave this place soon. Huh?
I could use it. This is for you guys.
Please rest here for a moment. Oh, and would anyone like anything to drink?
Paimon's not that thirsty, but thanks anyway.
We already had some water with Neuvillette.
Thirst is a warning sign that you're dehydrated, which means you have to drink up even before that.
I've heard that fact. I'm gonna drink some now.
I'll bring you some tea. I'm sure you'll have a lot to talk about.
Typical Sijun. Concerned about everyone's health as always.
Good nurse.
Why aren't you two saying anything?
The criminals we passed by earlier.
You noticed them too. The badges they wore on their chests looked quite familiar.
Huh?
Familiar? Paimon didn't even realize they were
Are they part of
wearing
some
them.
gang?
But if both of you say so, let's go ask them about it.
Palmer and I will go.
That's not a bad idea. I will stay here and wait for news from you.
He attracts a lot of attention. This reminds me of my days doing the Archon quest. Because I was using Yelan a lot during that time. Because it's faster.
Anything you need?
The badge you're wearing.
Oh, this? Are you interested in joining the Mutual Aid Network?
What's that?
We have a very long history, going back as far as 400 years ago.
Oh no! You know what else happened 400 years ago?
We have never had many members throughout our history, nor do we have much of a reputation, but everyone treats each other like family. Helping each other is our purpose. At the same time, we seek to maintain just dealings as much as possible.
Sounds like a pretty neat organization.
All we want is to defend ourselves. None of us have ever committed serious crimes, and we're not especially powerful either. We're at a natural disadvantage here in the fortress, but people won't give us a hard time if we stick together.
Okay.
You two look kind of familiar.
The badge you're wearing.
It's the symbol of the Mutual Aid Network designed by our first president. From what I've heard, it's based on something called a Medal of Peace. I've never seen one of those medals for myself.
Voltran. Voltran had the first Medal of Peace. And he went to jail. So he started this group. But he liked the Melazines. Why would these people be against it? Okay.
The first president of our network was an amazing person. Powerful as he was, he never used his strength against anyone. He encouraged the weaker criminals to stick together and look out for each other.
Okay.
All of us have a lot of respect for him.
So far, it seems alright, but why do they have anything to do with the threat?
Interested in joining the Mutual Aid Network?
No.
If you'd like to learn more, here's our flyer.
Help each other. Do all you can to further justice. Do not detest just judgment. Okay, well that's fair. So this does sound like what Voltran... He didn't want to detest the just judgment that Neuvillette did to him. The above are the 3 principles of the Mutual Aid Network. All are welcome to join and membership is free. There are no compulsory group events. The Mutual Aid Network encourages members to do what they are able, including but not limited to cleaning, exercising, tutoring and studying. This sounds like an awesome group. It is hoped that all mutual aid network members will, during their time in the Fortress of Meripede, face up to their crimes that they have committed, encourage each other, support each other, and welcome the future together. It sounds definitely
Our slogan
something.
may have evolved over the centuries, but our goal has remained unchanged. Here, this book is for you. You're welcome to come and sign up anytime.
We should have gathered enough information. Let's head back and talk to Neuvillette.
I'm gonna switch to the.
Did you manage to gather
Mondstadt
any
wings?
intel?
Because I love Mondstadt.
The people who wore the badges belong to an organization called the Mutual Aid Network. According to them, the badge's design was inspired by the Medal of Peace. Have you seen any of those before?
I personally crafted 2 of them myself. They were awarded to Carol and Vautrin. Carol's medal was destroyed in a fire. The only one that remained should belong to Vautrin.
Oh, so the network was inspired by...
Monsieur Neuvillette, His Grace has requested your presence in his office. He's found Domenico.
Oh.
All right. Let us talk to him first and get to the bottom of this situation.
I'm gonna switch wings. Just because the color coordinate isn't good enough reason to have it. Hold on. I wanna rep Mondstadt. Because I hang out in that city all the time. Okay. Whoa. Huh?
Take it easy.
Allow me to introduce this fine gentleman, Domenico. Why don't you explain everything to him?
Neuvillette?
He's scared.
What do you want? What are you gonna do? Kill me?
He's the one that told them to do the threat letter.
Calm down. I merely want to ask you a few questions. Was it your idea to send that letter to a Melusine? Hassan has already confessed, so there really isn't any need to keep hiding.
That idiot! I can't believe I trusted him.
Let me ask this another way. It was your idea to send that letter, correct?
Yes.
He's already in jail, so they can't really throw him in jail again.
Who is pulling your strings?
What? You're not trying to frame me for something I haven't done, are you?
It's best if you realize the gravity of your situation. The Chief Justice of Fontaine has been personally investigating your case. I assume your previous attempt to incite unrest at the Fortress of Meripede has something to do with this as well.
I admit I acted on impulse. I'll tell you the truth. But before that, you must ensure my safety.
Wow, someone is pulling his strings?
I can do that.
You see, we're all reasonable people here.
I only intended to do some small business at first. Someone contacted me about delivering some goods and promised me a generous sum of more in return. After making a few trips, I was suddenly approached by the Marechaussee Phantom. They accused me of smuggling prohibited items, and I was put on trial. But I refuse to accept any of that. The ignorant can be rightfully absolved from guilt, right? Well, I suspect that someone got me locked up here so they could get their hands on my goods.
And then you decided to take revenge on the Melazines? Over that?
Ignorance is not an excuse. By the way. You're hopeless. Huh? So I'm gonna confuse what happened.
My initial target was Neuvillette. Everyone in the forces of Meropide was declared guilty by him after all. So they must more or less hold a grudge against him, right? If I could get them to strike back.
Is that he was trying to make a revolt or something?
But for some reason, no one wanted to team up with me. That mutual aid network in particular.
Oh.
What did those nobodies even gain from trying to challenge me? Seriously.
So they were trying to stop him.
In the end, I had to redirect my focus onto Melazines to salvage things. I recall that Kiara was the one who confiscated my goods for inspection. So I asked one of the more approachable guards to send a letter, claiming that I meant to contact my family. But the letter was in fact addressed to Essa. I requested that he write a threat letter to Kiara and force her to resign from the Marechaussee Phantom.
Why?
Am I to assume that the claims you've made are your own thoughts? Have you been in contact with any suspicious people recently?
No.
Is it true that all members involved in the smuggling scandal have been caught?
Yes. And that's all I know.
Sigewinne, please take him back to the detention center. I'll deal with him later. So, Monsieur Neuvillette, you were concerned that there might be a shadowy faction looking to capitalize on the delicate situation with the Melazines to stir up greater chaos?
Yes. I experienced a similar incident in the past, so I had to be prepared for any possibility.
And how long ago was this incident?
About 400 years?
More than 400 years.
You might be overthinking this. Time can change a lot of things. Everything's different now.
True.
What do you mean?
400 years ago, you and the Melazines you brought to Fontaine were the outliers in society. But in the present day, if someone were to threaten the safety of the Melazines, people wouldn't just sit back and do nothing. I trust that they would make different choices from before.
That's right! We saw lots of people standing up for Melazines on our way back to the Palais Mermonia.
Monsieur Neuvillette, the Melazines are a species you introduced to Fontaine. How the public treats them is also reflective of their attitude towards you.
They like him, don't they?
When people refused to place their trust in Melazines, it was because they were still on the fence about you, their unfamiliar Chief Justice.
True.
For almost 500 years, you've conducted every trial with impartiality. You made the right judgment each time, regardless of whatever nonsense went on.
That's true. Even his friend was on trial, and he still sent him to jail. That's got to earn the trust of people. Like, he's impartial.
People no longer have any reservations about you, and even consider you a symbol of the law.
Everyone loves Neuvillette.
Right now, your every decision will impact all of Fontaine. In other words, you've gradually transformed the whole nation.
He didn't even realize. He didn't even realize. He looks like he's shot. Like this concept never occurred to him. Just the way he's got his hand.
Gets it now? No wonder no one wanted to join forces with Domenico.
Oh, that makes sense now. Even in jail, nobody wanted to go against Neuvillette. Tragedies like that won't ever happen again. True, I reckon we've gone past
I am
that.
undeserving of such high compliments. From my perspective, I have simply been fulfilling my duties. It isn't anything special or worthy of praise. I'm simply fulfilling the promises I've made and searching for answers through my judgments. It is unnecessary to hold me in such high regard. The complexity of human emotions and willpower far exceed those of mine. As a matter of fact, I believe that you are the ones who deserve my respect.
Wow, he loves it.
There's no need to be so modest. The current state of affairs says it all. You're no longer that outsider you were before. Even if you wished to investigate something on your own, many would take the initiative to lend you a hand.
They were all trying to help out. Even those officers who just wanted to get, like, was it praise from Neuvillette or something?
I must say that you've made a fair point. Thank you for clearing my doubts. Now that the case has been settled, I should get going.
So it wasn't a group trying to kill the Melusine. Good.
And so soon, too? Why not stay for a cup of tea?
He wants everybody to drink tea with him.
Thank you for the offer, but I know how this place works all too well. While some are here to redeem themselves, there will inevitably be those who harbor resentment towards me. The less time I spend here, the better. My presence could very well result in an unwanted disturbance.
In that case, I'll have to insist. I still have 2 more things to say.
Please, go ahead.
The first is about the guard who helped Domenico send that letter.
Ah, I know of what you speak. The guard was indeed deployed from the Palais Mamornia's staff. However, as I mentioned earlier, I visited today on personal business. Therefore, I leave that matter in your hands.
Well, that makes things a lot easier.
You're not going to...
Hey now, don't let your imagination run wild. Those from up there have a tendency to sympathize with others. However, down here, such thoughts will put you at high risk. I'll have a chat with the guard and remind him to take precautions in the future.
I see no issues with that.
Great! That's one thing out of the way. What's the other thing you wanted to say?
The other thing was born from my own sense of curiosity. Now, I've heard that you investigated the mutual aid network. Is that right?
We talked to a few people.
Yep. Neuvillette thought their badges looked familiar.
I noticed the small gang as well when I first took over the Fortress of Meripede. They were not great in number, but every member always made sure to stand up for what was right. I've looked into their founder, Vautrin, who once stood trial and was sentenced to imprisonment in the fortress. According to existing documentation, Vautrin remained disciplined throughout his imprisonment.
Wow.
He had never once engaged in physical or verbal aggression.
Wow.
In other words, how he presented himself in prison was very different from his behavior in court.
What?
Doesn't he hate Neuvillette?
During his trial, I could sense that his feelings were complicated. He appeared to be full of resentment, and I believe he had every right to feel that way.
Perhaps he had been putting on an act.
Why? Oh my god! Did he go to the prison to help change the thoughts of people?
An act?
Yeah, that's why I really thought that what he was saying in the court didn't really feel like what I was expecting him to do.
Neuvillette and Vautrin had a close relationship as superior and subordinate. Vautrin must have known that the Chief Justice would make an impartial judgment.
Yeah, that's what I thought.
Thus, the more resentment he displayed, the clearer it would be to those present that you were upholding justice.
Oh, he just wanted to make it clear to everybody. Very clear.
And to those who had been sitting on the fence, Vautrin's act was a very meaningful one.
He sacrificed. He was going to go to jail anyway, but...
Does anyone else have
What a
anything
clever
to say?
guy.
Now's your chance.
So he never resented what Neuvillette did. That's so cool. That plot, kind of like a plot twist at the end.
I don't have anything to say. Apart from expressing my gratitude, that is. Well then, let us head back. No need to see us off.
Please, take care.
Wow. That was really good.
That trial is something I rarely bring up in conversation, but I have always felt deep regret for what happened to both Carol and Vautrin. The words he spoke in court often
I walk
replay in
faster
my
than him.
mind, as if urging me on to do something.
But Risley said he never resented you, right? Isn't that a good thing?
I believe I now understand what he wanted to tell me. I feel conflicted about those words. How should I describe it? Surprise, relief, fear, and regret. But this blend of emotions has led me to finally understand some things. I would like to hear your thoughts too. What do you think of me?
Oh my god, I want to take a photo of that bit.
Agrees with everything Risley said.
Justice, every single one of your trials makes an impact on Fontaine. What do you think, Traveler? Hey, any comments?
What I really think is...
Oh, I get to hear his voice.
Every trial you've ever judged has left its impression on you. And that's what makes you who you are today.
As the Hydro Dragon Sovereign, Neuvillette still thinks of himself as an outsider due to his identity. But so much time has passed since then, perhaps the lines between him and humans have long since blurred. Really, I think that has.
That is indeed a reasonable assumption.
I'm gonna read that.
As I said, I find it difficult to express my emotions because I cannot fully understand myself. But I trust your judgment. Since some time ago, I have begun to notice the changes that have occurred upon my person. These changes were not due to any specific occurrence, but emerged as a result of time itself. I will try to contemplate this further. Thank you both.
Cutscene.
Huh? It's raining!
Oh, is he sad again?
Paimon forgot to bring an umbrella! Come on, let's hurry before it rains harder!
This was a nice story quest. Suits him. Oh no! He's gone back in time.
It's raining again? I've had enough of this weather.
There go my travel plans.
That's when he's sad.
Did you read the news this morning? Quick, put away everything on the clothesline.
When is this rain going to stop?
Hydro Dragon, don't cry!
That is so nice.
They're planning to reanimate the monster. We have to report this to the Chief Justice.
The Fortress of Meripede. It's a good place for me.
This is so good.
He owes me so many answers.
Neuvillette? You could say he's the real symbol of Fontaine's justice.
Watch him closely. He could be trouble.
How can two completely different species possibly coexist?
Who's been threatening Melusines? Show yourself!
You will see much in the human world, from the delightful to the depressing.
First of all.
And one day, when you have dwelt among humanity long enough, you will be placed to bring judgment over all as a spokesperson for Fontaine's past.
Good morning, Monsieur Neuvillette! The rainy season's almost over!
Oh.
The skies are supposed to clear in a few days!
I hope you find time to enjoy the sunny days ahead.
His buddies. His buddy that he sent to jail.
Is the matter resolved?
Yep, we found the person who sent that threatening letter. Risley said he'd keep a close eye on him, so the Melusines should be safe now.
Oh, that's wonderful.
Sorry for dragging you all into this.
There's no need to apologize.
Yeah, you didn't drag us in. We got involved of our own accord.
Especially Charlotte.
Where's Kiara?
At the Palais Mermonia. More than 50 people offered to protect her. Some even hid within the bushes to look out for danger.
Oh, it's like a whole bodyguard.
I was worried that the excess of protection would make her feel uneasy, so I asked her to stay inside the palais.
What a relief.
Well, now it looks like the dust has finally settled. To celebrate this joyous occasion, Monsieur Neuvillette, would you be interested in an exclusive interview?
Charlotte.
That's not how you celebrate.
Charlotte.
I will consider it.
Oh, she's always going for it and she gets it.
Really?
I love it.
Of course. My schedule is full for the following weeks, but I should be available next
Wow.
month.
She'll definitely hold him up to that.
Come up with questions during the intervening days, and I will answer them to the best of my ability.
Wow. What she said, she was like...
Yes! Thank you so much!
Oh my god, that's hilarious.
Now, if you'll excuse me, I must head back to the Palais and issue a communique to publicize our investigation results. I hope it will assuage the concerns of all.
A new line. Oh, we're gonna finish where we started. How cool. Nice. This is beautiful. Oh my god. Does Yolanda have a story quest? I just want to check. I'm just curious. Oh, she's just so mysterious. She doesn't even have a story quest. I reckon it'd be cool if she doesn't have one. I don't think she has. Oh, there she does. She does. She does. Fair enough. That's good. She's a big major character. I mean, like a very popular character. But I just thought it would be like kind of cool because she is a mysterious character, right? That she'd have no story quest just because. Yeah, that would be kind of cool though. I wonder what her story quest is like.
Kiara?
She asleep?
Monsieur Neuvillette? Sorry, I accidentally fell asleep.
It's quite all right. I'm here to tell you that we have caught the sender of that threatening letter. You're safe now.
Thank you, monsieur. And thank you too, Traveler and Big Sis Paimon.
Big Sis Paimon.
Everyone's been so nice to me, so I've always felt really safe.
Aww.
Do you remember Domenico? He was the sender of that letter.
Let me think. I can't remember. My memory isn't that good, so I easily forget things.
That's a good quality in this case.
By the way, I saw Carol in my dreams just now.
Oh my god, really?
Where's she gone, by the way? I haven't seen her in a long
So
time.
does Carol know what happened?
In my dream, she looked really happy. She held my hand and said, Kiara, our dreams
Oh my god, such nice
come
closure.
true."
Makes me happy. What a happy ending. She kind of got to see what happened.
I can't remember what our dreams were anymore, and I don't know why. But I felt really happy too.
I believe that Carol knows.
I can sense your joy. It is indeed a delightful moment.
Monsieur Neuvillette, are you happy too? Oh, I almost forgot. Am I allowed to go out now? I promised to model for Alov.
Of course. Off you go.
See you next time, Monsieur, Traveler, and Big Sis Paimon.
Big Sis Paimon.
See you next time.
You know what's funny? This is like drawn, animated, whatever you want to call it, but it's like he's acting. You can see in his eyes what he's thinking, or you can imagine what he's thinking when he looked like that. That was amazing. Oh my gosh, we finished it. I really liked it a lot. So unexpected, the storyline, where it would go. Like, it's not like I can't predict where it's gonna go. It's just always a beautiful twist kind of ending reveal at the end, moving as well, like, and true to life too. Because yeah, I have a client who mentioned like a similar situation when he first came to Australia, like in the 50s or 60s, from Greece. Anyways, thank you for watching. Hope you enjoyed it, and I'll see you guys later. Bye.